Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. So yesterday we started with chapter 9 environmental management. We discussed about weather, climate and meteorology. Did you go through it? It is very important part. The mostly asked questions include distinguish between weather and climate and the functions or the different types of models for weather prediction. Okay, now today we may move on to the next topic, that is solid waste management. Okay, on page number 99, solid waste management need of the hour. What is meant by pollution? You know about the term pollution. So what is pollution? It is discharge of contaminating substances into the environment which causes harm to the living things. Okay, so the discharge of contaminating substance into the surroundings that has an adverse effect on natural environment, that is said to be pollution. In which different ways do our surroundings get polluted? So the question is indirectly, what are the different types of pollution? What are the different types of pollution? Air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution and radioactive pollution. Now in figure 9.2 they have given a diagram. They have explained the collection of different types of waste materials around you. Okay, observe the garbage collected in the dustbin of your classroom and make a list of various materials in it. Discuss with your teacher how these materials can be properly disposed of. Okay, so how these materials can be properly disposed of? About paper, you can recycle paper, plastic can be recycled, okay, and food related waste could be decomposed. Next question is, can we do the same with the garbage generated in the house, in our house? Yes, we can do the same. In our house also we can separate dry waste and wet waste, and according to that the treatment could be done. We can recycle the dry waste and the wet waste could be used as compost. Okay, next is page number 100. Observe and discuss. There are two diagrams given, A and B. These questions are important. Generally they give you the diagrams and ask questions. What is the main difference between what we see in the two pictures alongside 9.2a and b? In 9.2a you may see that there is garbage lying here and there. Okay, so the place is not clean, whereas in the second diagram it is clean because there is no waste lying here and there. What should we do permanently to permanently maintain the conditions seen in picture B? What can we do? We can separate the wet waste and dry waste and put it in different dustbins. Don't have the habit of throwing garbage here and there. Put the waste always in dustbins, okay, and you have to properly dispose it off. Thus you can keep your environment surroundings clean. Many waste materials are generated through the various daily human activities. This is called as solid waste. You may mark that the question for that is, what is meant by solid waste. Many waste materials are generated through various daily human activities. This is called solid waste. If these waste materials are properly disposed of, they can be a valuable source of energy. Okay, so dry waste can be recycled and wet waste could be converted into compost. It can be used as manure. It can be used for generation of biogas. Okay. Currently, solid waste is a serious worldwide problem as it causes both water and soil pollution. Solid waste is also a serious problem from the point of view of economic growth, environmental degradation and health. It has posed a serious threat to nature and human habitat because of the air, water and soil pollution it causes. So we will see the harmful effects on the next page. It is there, but these are the harm which is caused by different types of waste. Now there is a box. Do you know garbage production per day? In Mumbai about 5,000 tons of garbage is produced per day. In Pune it is 1700 tons, and in Nagpur about 900 tons of waste is produced per day. on 26th July, whatever calamity, that is flood calamity, which had arisen in Mumbai, it was due to clogging of drainage due to plastic waste, okay, and due to other solid waste which is in drainage. Now next, can you tell what is meant by solid waste? The answer is in the first paragraph above. Many waste materials are generated through the various daily human activities. This is called as solid waste. What are the different things included in solid waste? What are the different things? Under wet waste, you can write about food waste, okay, about food waste, cow dung, compost, etc. And in dry waste, you can write about plastic, glass, rubber, etc. We make use of many materials and articles in our daily life. They are of different kinds. Some of them are reusable, but others have to be discarded. However, if they are not properly disposed of, it affects the environment adversely. Now the next page, they have classified the waste into different types. Okay, there are 9 different types of waste. So this is about classification of waste on page number 101. The topic is important. Read the following table carefully. What do you notice? Okay, in the table they have classified the different types of waste. It is domestic waste, industrial waste, hazardous waste, farm or garden waste, electronic waste, biomedical waste, urban waste, radioactive waste, and mining waste. Okay, now they have given some sources as examples. You have to study minimum of 3 to 4 sources. Domestic waste: waste food, paper, plastic bags, vegetable waste, fruit skins, glass and sheet metal articles, etc. These are the waste which come under domestic waste. Domestic means garguti. Okay, that means at house levels, that is at our level. Industrial waste: chemicals, pigments, sludge, ash, metals, etc. Sludge means it is the sediment which gets deposited when is a paste, type of paste which is formed during the particular reactions which are carried out. Hazardous waste: chemicals generated in various industries, radioactive materials, explosives, infectious materials, etc. Farm and garden waste: you know about farm and garden waste, the waste from the garden, leaves, flowers, branches of trees, crop residues like straw, animal urine and dung, pesticides, remains of various chemicals and fertilizers, etc. Next is electronic waste: non-functional TV sets, cell phones, music systems, computers and their parts. These form the electronic waste. Biomedical waste: bandages, dressings, gloves, needles, saline bottles, medicines, medicine bottles, test tubes, body parts, blood, etc. from clinic, hospitals, blood banks and laboratories. This form the biomedical waste, that is especially from the hospitals, laboratories, pathological laboratories and clinics. Okay, this e-waste and biomedical waste is important. Urban waste: waste generated through household industries and large commercial and industrial establishments, carry bags, glass, metal pieces and rods, threads, rubber, paper, cans from shops, vegetable and meat markets, construction waste, etc. Radioactive waste: radioactive materials like strontium-10, cerium-141, barium-140 and heavy water. Sorry, what is heavy water? Heavy water is the water in which the hydrogen is deuterium. It is an isotope of hydrogen. Okay, it is not used for drinking purposes. These are generated from atomic energy power plants, uranium mines, atomic research centers, nuclear weapons testing sites, etc. Mining waste: remains of heavy metals like lead, arsenic, cadmium, etc. from mines. So the question based on this is, what are the different types of waste into which the waste is classified? You have to write all the types of waste and 3 to 4 examples of each. Now the next is, think about it, into which two categories can the waste materials in the lists above be classified? Basically it could be divided into two, biodegradable and non-biodegradable. What do you mean by biodegradable? Which can be degraded or decomposed by microorganisms, it is said to be biodegradable. Which cannot be degraded by microorganisms, it is said to be non-biodegradable. The question is, distinguish between biodegradable and non-biodegradable. I have written it here. You may see this. Degradable can be decomposed easily. Non-degradable cannot be decomposed easily. Degradable does not require much time for degradation. Non-degradable needs more time for degradation. These can be decomposed by microorganisms. These require different industrial techniques for degradation. Example, waste, food, paper, etc. And non-degradable include plastic, rubber, glass, etc. Okay, this is there in the notes. You may copy this in your notebook. Next is, use your brain power on page number 101. Why is it necessary to recycle non-degradable waste? Okay, why is it necessary to recycle? Because they cannot be easily degraded. Okay, so they cannot be, as they cannot be easily degraded, you have to degrade it, either degrade it or reuse it or recycle it. Okay, otherwise what will it do? It will cause damage to the environment. Okay, next, which materials are included in solid dry waste? Plastic, rubber, paper, glass, metal, etc. are included in dry waste. Okay, now we may move on to the next topic. Next topic is on harmful effects of solid waste. On page number 102, there is a table. Make a list of various waste materials and articles in your area and prepare a chart as follows. You have to write the different waste materials, like plastic bottle they have given. You may write about paper, about rubber, etc. Nowadays, electronic device, the cell phone is very popular. From a mobile shop near your house, find out how they disposed of old and broken down cell phones. This you may do on your own. Okay, but the disposal of e-waste is very, very important. Next is harmful effects of solid state. They have given a table in figure 9.4. That diagram is very, very important. Either they will give you blank boxes or otherwise they will ask you a direct in question form, what are the different harmful effects of solid waste. Okay, so accordingly you will have to write. So I will discuss the different harmful effects. We will start from here about bad odor of waste. Okay, that is one of the most important harmful effects. The bad odor. Odor means smell. Bad odor of waste. Second is production of toxic gases. Different types of toxic gases are generated from those harmful waste. Degradation of natural beauty. Okay, you know that if the garbage is thrown here and there, it doesn't look clean and tidy. So we don't feel nice if we see it. So it causes degradation of natural beauty. Air pollution. The disposal of, the discharge of different gases into the air will cause air pollution. Discharge of different chemicals into water, it will cause water pollution. Discharge of different chemicals like pesticides and other waste into soil, it will cause soil pollution. Different diseases could be spread. If there is water pollution, different types of diseases. If there is air pollution, then also different types of diseases could be spread. Okay, and the last one is effect on biodiversity. Biodiversity means the different types of living organisms which are living in a particular area. Okay, all the type of different organisms are affected if there are all these types of harmful effects. It will affect the biodiversity in that particular region. Okay, so this much for today. You may mark whatever we have discussed here in your textbook. Okay, but this chart is very important. You may mark this chart as important. Okay, thank you.